but it's you on the other side. It's your parallel. Your angel of death is literally your alpha. Your in alpha being the lowest state, and then omega being your highest. You can fall anywhere within the middle. But when you see things like this, it's messengers. They're messengers. They're coming to help you. But most people associate them with being demonic, being something to cause harm, something to cause fear. The things that these things cause have really been caused by thought processes and people's responses to those thought processes. And they are the ones who are responsible for the damages that they like to inflict. How many ghosts can pick up stuff and throw things? They're not ghosts. They're people that have been able to teleport. Quantum, if we're quantum beings and we can penetrate through walls, we have this ability, but we've been restricted with our mind. We ourselves in this form, by right, should be able to walk through a wall, just based off of quantum physics and all of its data and findings. We should be able to literally go straight through a wall. But because we have blockers in place, we're unable to do that. But now we'll have, you can do this if you have this technology now. But they won't tell you that you can do that without technology. You don't need any freaking chip or no robot telling you what you can do. This is what you're capable of by your right. This is what the ancestors did long before we had this physical life. When we first began, that's why they always equate us with being like the monkeys. And they'll say, you come from the gorillas. But you don't come from a gorilla. Like, I know we know the RH fact. Well, we don't all come from gorillas. We'll just say it like that. And that's just real. The blood marker that they say, the Raytus or Raytu, whatever it is, Ray, whatever it is, that's only found in certain type of, blood, certain type of DNA. The truth be told, you are highly intellectual, intelligent being, completely developed. Like, the aliens that you fear are yourself in a higher form, in your highest state. You're not an alien. You're just literally a celestial being existing in this worldly plane. And I don't know, like,
when he seen Zorro, now would you say that his mind saw what he could comprehend?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
What he could associate. Yes, right. What made sense to him. And if he made it make sense on a higher plane, it would be just that. But right. Because he associated it with, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to say lower. It's just, we've been really messed up.
It's like, we were just talking about like the last story, the guy kept seeing shadow people running along the walls. Now, or it could have been a woman, by the way. But the whole thing is like, it sounds like maybe he's seeing things that other people aren't capable of seeing. You know what I mean? Like, I believe.
And in living in fear, associating with something fearful, as opposed to communicating with these entities. See, for me, every single time I come across anything like that of the such, I always speak to it. I always welcome it. And that's probably why they see me as no threat. The only threats I've ever had imposed come in human 3D physical form. I've never been threatened or hurt by any type of spiritual or quote-unquote shadow being. Seeing them on the walls, I feel like those would be one of those things to where we're allowing our mind to formulate certain thought processes based off of expectations, and less than, because they don't, we can make shadow people on the wall, yes, but is that they present themselves regularly, like people, like humans. They walk, they float, they do those type of things, and they're we don't even really walk. It just looks more like we're touching the ground, but we don't touch absolutely anything that we come in contact with. We're like right above it. We can't. The energy between is what creates the sensation of feeling, but we're not really feeling anything. We are like literally hovering right above it. And when you're looking at things like quote unquote shadows are really extra. Those are really other yous. So if you some people only have one shadow, but there's been times where I've been in spots to where I've had one shadow, but been in the same spot and had multiple surrounding me and different forms of myself. literally communicating, asking for assistance, asking for protection, asking for guidance, asking for insight, because you're here for a reason. You see, like, you're presenting yourself for me to comprehend for a reason. I know that this world is botched. I've already learned that. So I'm not going to associate you with something that's coming to harm me, because you wouldn't show yourself. Nobody goes to the place that they're going to rob barefaced and say, hey, man, I'm probably going to rob you tomorrow. These shadow people aren't going to come. Hey, man, I'm going to kill you later on. Be scared of me. Have faith. No, they're not going to show their self before hurting or threatening. They'll hide in the shadows. They'll have alias accounts. They'll do stuff like that if something's going to cause you harm. If something's not going to cause you harm, it presents itself outwardly, openly, without any type of conditions.
With what was read there, though, in your opinion, would you think that maybe this person and the one before had abilities that they themselves weren't aware they had? And that's...
Yes. Been chosen, less than abilities, because your abilities have to be developed through your actions, through experiences. So they had a calling upon them that they disassociated with, because, again, if you disassociate with the calling and it's been presented to you, it automatically goes to someone else. Just like if I present you $1 million and you say, no, I don't want that $1 million. Well, the $1 million is going to go somewhere else.
Would they have it and not even be aware that they have it?
They would have a feeling, they would know, but they'd be choosing to disassociate. So it's not like not knowing, it's more so out of fear, suppressing, or feeling like they'll be outcasted, worried about how people will see them. It's one of those things, like, okay, certain instances, and I'm just going to resort back to like how Bob was talking about how when she was going through those different type of occurrences, she didn't really want people to know because she thought something was wrong with her. That's how most people do. They suppress those. Well, just like with any skill, if you used to be a great baseball player and you stop playing for forever, you no longer nourish those skills, they start to become suppressed. They're still there, but they're idle now. So it's the same type of situation. If every single time you see these things, oh, I'm just seeing things, oh, I'm going crazy, your words are spells. You're speaking into your existence exactly what's happening. Oh, I'm going crazy. Oh, these are crazy. This is insane. That's what it becomes. It does not become, oh, wow, that's cool. I wonder why this is happening to me.
That's
you
never,
know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't happen that way. You're right.
Yeah, it never does usually. Yeah,
like, oh, shit.
We get the rare cases of people that are like, like me, like, what? Are you serious? I can do this and I can do that. Wow, I want to do more.
Yeah, but you've been around it, more familiar with it for, years now.
Forever, right? Yeah, since I was 2.
See,
and then even when I was 2, my family thought, you know what I mean? When I was young, and then they did the whole thing that they did. Like I said, I was 10 or 11 when they did the thing to get rid of them, but I had started seeing them at 2. They, you know why they suppressed it? Because of their fear. So we often have other people's fear that hinders our capabilities because they think that's too much for us. Oh, you're not going to be able to handle that.
No, I've got 2 more incidents that this guy, or I guess it's a guy, I believe it's a guy. It's been a while since I've read.
He said he was playing a video game, so most likely.
Yeah, most likely.
I mean, that sounds rude, but you know what I mean.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
We love video games. It's the truth.
Right. And I feel like girls become gamers usually. Like,
they just do it because of their boyfriends.
Or attempted boyfriend would like to get one. I mean, like, girls like the game because I like to play video games, but I feel like I don't never have time to do the fun stuff I wish I could do. But yeah, go ahead. We just say I'm a mute.
Okay, the next incident happened in 1998 when I was playing a video game at the corner of the reflection frame of the screen. The next incident happened in 1988 when I was playing a video game. At the corner of the reflection frame of the screen of TV, I could see something moving behind me. It looked like the black cloak hooded figure with a bit of white skull inside the hood. I looked back but did not see anything. I was then overcome with a rancid smell, as if something was dead and rotting for days in my bedroom. I investigated to see if there was a dead rat in my bedroom, but I already knew that it was impossible since I lived in the 4th floor of the apartment buildings and I had never seen a rat in my apartment. The third incident happened late at night. I could not sleep because I was hungry, so I went to the kitchen to find something to eat. While I was slicing some sausage, I caught something out of the corner of my eye outside the door of the kitchen. It looked as if there was a transparent black-cloaked hooded figure with no legs, no arms, and no face moving above the floor at a fast speed while its hood was staring down, as if it was looking down while walking. I wasn't very scared, but I knew something was there as it moved from left to right outside the kitchen doorway. Now, like, in the beginning, I could, be pretty good at believing this guy, or lady, this guy, but, like, that third incident right there, he starts getting all descriptive and everything, and from my experience, when I've checked these out, most of the people who aren't really telling the truth are the ones that try to get descriptive about these
and want to elaborate on it and add a whole bunch of details to it to where it just sounds like you're making up a story to make it seem more credible. No, exactly. I completely understand what you're saying. Yeah, no.
Don't get me wrong, that first part sounds pretty good there.
Yeah. Legit.
But then, like, this, right when he gets to this third one, it just kind of goes downhill right there. So maybe he did see that when he was younger, don't get me wrong, but the third incident kind of sounds kind of hairy to me. Maybe he's
attempting to validate it more or less in just how it seems, and I could be wrong, but it just seems like he wants you to believe him so bad, so he has to make it colorful. But the thing about it is, that's not necessarily creating the truth. You know what I mean? Like, just because you add a few, and it had a hat on it and it did a jug, and it's just like,
like you don't have to,
do all that extra stuff.
All that stuff, especially like with shadow people. Generally, there isn't a good description because that's why they call them shadow people. You know what I mean?
There you go. Like I just told you, I was like, and there was a white blob, and it was just sitting in it was big. Like, what it looked like. That thing I showed you a picture of, the what is it? What's the W word that I'm looking for? Winnebago? No, it's not a Winnebago. That is a truck. That's the RV. What is it in Canada? The W, the wind.
The Wendigo.
Wendigo. Okay, so it looked like it could have been that. But it's like it's walking on up. It's upright. But see, the thing about it is, it wasn't that, because it was bigger than that. It was. I could imagine people thinking that that's what Bigfoot looked like, but it wasn't huge. But then again, I'm almost 6 feet tall. I'm 5'8.5", so I could imagine it not being big to me because I'm not tiny. But at the same time, a 5'1" person,
5'8", you're like
5'8.5".
You're like 4 inches away from being a dwarf.
You're crazy. You're crazy. You're right. I'm an Amazon. You never in your life insult Wonder Woman ever again. Kidding me. Yeah, right. I am Wonder Woman, and how dare you? I feel so excited. Like, I'm not in the I wish I was a short girl club. I'm in the that's right. Then just head up, chest out, towering over everyone. I did tell him a secret identity. I apologize. You heard my son. He said, you released your secret identity. Now you let him know. All right, he won't tell anyone. He won't tell anyone.
I won't say nothing. It's a top secret.
He won't tell anyone. He won't. You see, he said he won't tell anyone.
Top secret.
At least you can say, see that's well believed theory or actuality on this side of the world.